What happens when you are used to picking fights with people, but you only do that because you have security with you at all times? Because you are a sniving little wimp, but you always keep big dudes around. What do you think happens that time when security is not there? Hey, it's your buddy Moo Juice Magic here. We're going to look into that today. We have a video here. One Jack Doherty, Play-Doherty here has been, because that's what he's shaped like, Play-Doh. He's a guy, if you don't know who he is, he goes around on his social media stuff and on his videos, and he picks fights with people, immediately to be backed up by very large security staff that he pays for. He's one of those Nepo babies who drives around in fast cars, flaunts his money, gets called out by people and backs down. I think the Island Boys, those guys, I think, called him out at one point on a yacht or something. Yeah, he goes to yacht parties. He's one of those kids. I don't hate him. I'm glad people make money. I'm happy that people are successful. I would rather see success. But I would also rather see success when you're successful at being a good person too. Because you can have money and be a good person. It's possible. Look at Keanu Reeves, man. He's a good dude. Solid dude, apparently. And that guy's rich as hell. Why can't people be like that? Okay, why can't people be the kind of guy to ride a subway, be humble, know that when you die, your money doesn't mean a damned thing. Your legacy matters, because your legacy is not just what you leave behind that people say about you, but it's how you impacted the world around you. Well, let's look at what kind of legacy Jack Doherty is leading, and you can tell by how he's approached when he doesn't have his security staff with him.
Jack Doherty's at our gas station.
Hey, yo, pussy! Yo, fucking pussy,
Nice
bro.
limo.
What you gonna do about it, bitch? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Yeah, you figure the Island Boys, bro. You a bitch. You a
Island
bro,
Boys
how
call
many
you a
whip ain't
bitch.
gonna do shit? Kids in the Island Boys fingering them and shit. Gay ass. Gay ass. Get on my block, boy. Get on my block, yeah. Why you wearing pussy?
Jack Doherty.
All right, so a couple things here. One, that guy's mortified because he doesn't know how to fight. One thing I tell everybody, learn to defend yourself. We should have jiu-jitsu classes in schools. We should have wrestling teams and jiu-jitsu teams. I think it'd be great. We should also be teaching our kids to box. We need to bring boxing back to schools. We need kids to be competitive and to be more aggressive when it comes to sports, and that way they won't be such spineless cowards when it comes to situations like this. Now, Jack Doherty does that thing where he picks fights with people, but he has security with him at all times. So he knows that he can't get beat up, allegedly. Here's the thing. These guys forget. Getting punched in the face is a real life thing that can still happen to you outside of the internet celebritydom. You can't always have your security staff 24/7, Jack. That's a problem. That is a big problem for him because he doesn't know how to defend himself, how to act in these situations. And the legacy he's leaving behind is one of scathing stupidity and arrogance. He even shows it in how he pulls away. He cowers down, he tucks into a ball, he avoids making eye contact, he whisks himself away to his car without making any sudden moves. He's stiff, but he's trying to be smooth and he can't because he's mortified. The guy is terrified. He's worried for his life. He knows he has no way to defend himself, that he's given himself no out, and that if he goes down this way, he goes down the biggest loser possible. And to him, that's the worst thing. So when he gets in his car, he postures and peacocks. He revs the engine to try to show, I have more money. He doesn't dare say it out loud, though, because he knows his window, he can still get hit right in the face. The guy's right there. And he tears out of a parking lot with no respect for his neighborhood or the people around him or anybody in the vicinity. He plays the dick move card because he's been wounded. You guys have absolutely chinked his tiny little armor, and you've just dicked on his little bit of ego that he has, because the guy doesn't have an ego. He has money. There's a huge difference. He doesn't have any self-esteem. He hides behind money, and it's very unfortunate. You know, he gets his boost and he gets his things from the people that watch his channels or his videos, and they make good comments or they like them. And that's where these folks get all of their personality wrapped up in. Not a lot of people should be doing this kind of thing, where you're putting yourself on camera. We shouldn't all be actors. We shouldn't all be musicians. We shouldn't all be professional athletes out there on a world stage. I know guys that are great at martial arts that could beat anybody in a fight, but the minute they get in the ring in front of an audience, they fold, because now there's audience members looking at them. They have to worry about everybody else and what everybody else thinks about them. Not everyone's able to say, fuck that, I don't care. One of the reasons Joe Rogan is so successful, aside from how he approaches things pretty much even-keeled, is he doesn't look at his comments. He doesn't look at the negatives for any of it. He just trusts what he's doing and has a fun doing it. Not everybody can do that. Jack Doherty certainly can't do that. And he certainly can't take any kind of criticism outside of there. Now, I understand why he would be scared in this situation. Being swarmed by a group of dudes that you don't know is definitely, that's worrisome. In my situation, my training, that first dude that got close, even if he has a phone in my face, he gets in within my distance in my bubble, I'm knocking him on his ass. I'm assuming it's a fight. You approach me like that from all sides, I have to assume I have to defend myself. That's how I was trained to do it. And each one of you is going to get taken apart until I find out it's not a threat anymore. And that's all there is to it. And I might get dropped, but you got to assume I don't have a gun on me. The great equalizer still exists. Jack Doherty doesn't. One thing I told people when in a self-defense situation, the best self-defense is having a firearm, knowing how to use it, and making sure it's all legal and above board, and hoping you never have to use it. You know, there's a lot to that too we could unpack. It's a whole different series of videos we could do. But Jack Doherty doesn't have any of those things. He's used to having someone else have his back, and he doesn't always. We all knew guys like this. We all knew dudes that were tough when their friends were around, but when they were alone, suddenly they want to be the peacekeeper. Don't pick fights. Don't let your mouth write checks that your body can't cash, dude. And that's what Jack Doherty needs to learn here. So, and they made the comment about him kissing the Island Boys ring. There's the same thing there. Not enough security. Not enough security in yourself. Sorry, man. Fast car and money doesn't make up for having a tiny dick and balls. I'm your buddy Moojuice Magic. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I love you in the face. Thanks, guys. See you later.